Hi. Um, just wanted to share the fact that I had a really awesome day today. My grandchild turned 1, and I thought, this is so beautiful. This day is going to last an eternity when you really think about it. That very first year, the very first birthday, it's going to last an eternity because they were created. And to think that you, as myself, I'm talking about, get to participate in such a beautiful event. And I thought it's moments like this that really make a difference because the majority of the time, like I said in my last video, we're in the dark and we lost our way and we seem to make all the wrong choices because the choices that we're making they lead to instant gratification, and instant gratification is just in the moment because once you're gratified you no longer have the urge un- until. So for the moment, the individual is done, and our mind really works that way. And so, because we're headed down a scary time, and I'm going to say scary because a lot of things are going to change, so much is going to change. And this is why moments like this are so precious because deep down in my heart, I have been shown and I have seen and I know that the moments like these, they're just not cherished amongst humanity as it should be. And that just leaves everybody feeling empty because they're looking to fill that emptiness, that gap with fulfillment. And that fulfillment would be joy, stimulation. Now, and when it doesn't happen, some people turn to synthetic spirits such as alcohol and or heavy duty drugs in order to heighten that aspect of imagination and creativity and certainty. And please stop, I really want to make this so you can't interrupt me. So when it does come to making the choices that we make or need to make, so far and few really don't stop to think that time is something that should be cherished, used up, gobbled time. Not to the point where it consumes you, not to the point where you become mad, but definitely by understanding that you're here on borrowed time, and the reason you are here, and if you watch my past videos, because I'm not going to get into it again, really does have to do is prior to your incarnation. I didn't say reincarnation, I said incarnation. Yes, there's a whole lot of Mickey in these lies, in all of this deception, and truly, he has everybody beat by having them feel that they're already chained down to a likelihood that they just might not succeed. And so people get depressed and then they look to succumb in one way or another. And that is a really big lie. Like if we're going to talk about Lucifer's lies, there's another one. The first one, he doesn't want you to know he really exists. So, chances are, everybody being human, that animalistic brain says, I'm in the here, I'm in the now, I'm going to enjoy it for all that it's worth. Because once I'm gone, I'm not on earth. I'm not here. You know, that would be fine and dandy if there wasn't so many cross wires, and if mankind didn't have the pride that it did, and that pride urges most of mankind to want to be better than everybody else. And so because we want to be better than somebody else, we sometimes can fall down a road that is not going to help you achieve what you're wanting to achieve. Fresca. Okay. So I look at the fact that the majority of us are really truly in the dark. And you can't tell me you're not. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here on YouTube. You wouldn't be watching. You wouldn't be listening. You wouldn't be lurking. It's not about being bored. I know that much because of all that I have seen and whom I've spoken to. If it is a case of boredom, a lot of people I have seen just strike up conversations and throw themselves in there. Whether it's positive or negative, there's the opportunity in front of you to work with it even. So I'm not going to say boredom because I don't believe that's what mankind feels, bored. I believe they feel lost. Like I said, it doesn't matter how much they achieve, there's still that void within saying that there's something so much better, and they know it, and they look to achieve it. They look for it because they know there's something so much better. So having gotten to that plateau of whatever fame or whatever notoriety, and having had the highs and the lows and having had the experience, um, there are some that do decide to get out of that crazy merry-go-round and see it for what it is, and that is that every second is precious. Time. You know, time is what man doesn't want to lose. And so, because of this, okay, it has been spun into a lie. And it does, shine it up a little bit by going, oh, hey, by and by, I can make it happen for you. And hey, by and by, it doesn't matter what the industry is. Right? Right? So I stop and I look at moments like today, and I look at the wonderment of a child, the innocence of a child as they are analyzing and looking all around, and they're looking at the people in front of them, and looking to mimic what they see. Children are just so beautiful, the innocence of it. And you pray that as they grow and are nurtured, that they do have that balance. They do find that balance at an early age, and that balance being of understanding, of sound mind and sound spirit. Because with those two, there is sound soul. The soul is sound. Like God said, worry about the one that can destroy your life and soul. Right? You really gotta be sharp. There's a whole bunch of people that are just being fooled and lied to, and the millions, I mean billions even. It blows my friggin' mind that the truth has become a spect. Now, the good thing is that he might have started out with a small army, a small flock, but it grew and it grew and it grew because everything he said, there's no denying it. It rings true. And the only thing that is not going to allow any human being or animal to feel confident and secure is the fact that if it wasn't, if they didn't use it as a tool, I'm talking people outside of yourself, because it, you know, usually one asks for more than the other. And I'm a firm believer it's really got to come 50-50, because you're both human beings. It doesn't matter what sect, or sex, whether you're female or whether you're male. Okay, but I've gone way off here. Way off here. Again, I'm going to slam home the need for everybody to do their homework, and some people are really getting into doing their homework. And in one of my videos, I talked about the 666 tower, the Kushner's tower, and who was all involved, and what they were doing there, and what they were collaborating on. And this is the actual very chip. So when you look at the whole big scheme of things, it's all a little more closer to home than one might possibly imagine, because they're not being told otherwise. And so as long as, you know, if they don't ask, don't tell. Plain and simple. Don't divulge that information. And if they do ask, and they ask too much, some of them, well, we all know, they just disappear. You know, or some of them are found murdered, and some of them are found suicide. Right? So I think to myself, what a huge mess. And can everybody plug in and see, you know, because what's really going on here, it's a game of risk. It's what it is. I said it a year ago even. It's a game of risk, and that's the game that's being played. Risk. I know when I play Risk, I don't care if it's female or male, I always seem to somehow win, and I appreciate it because it tells me I'm still sharp. And that, or I've thought a long time, which I have since as long as I could remember. I really have the love of the arts. And, you know, war is an art of war. But I would rather do it intellectually rather than bullets and knives and out to literally, you know, no, you don't need to get to that extreme. Nobody does. Life takes care of itself, right? So this video is, hey, listen, don't forget to cherish every day. Every day, don't forget to cherish. If you haven't said I love you to somebody, say I love you. If you haven't called a friend for a long time, pick up that phone and call a friend. What we don't have a lot of is time. So what we do while we're here in this precious time is everything. Everything. Because you are here, like I am here, to manifest and experience what your soul really, truly desires to feel. And that's how it should be. That's the right thing to do, because you're here for that experience, not to hurt anybody, not to get, you know, caught up and tied up mumbo jumbo, or, you know, religion, whatever type religion, false religion, I don't care. We're not here for all of that. You know, you can hear the jargon coming a mile away, but that doesn't say that Christ doesn't exist, because he does. It doesn't say that the Bible is fake, because it's not. They can't say these never happened. Can you confirm the Bible? Yeah, you can. That they said, and that they had right. Okay, think about that. That they said, and that they had right. I'm Diggin. This is the vibe. if I've missed a beat, ask me a question. I'll tell you no lies. You can like, you could share, you can give me one of these. Just don't give me one of these. One of these is just fine. Um, um, and you don't forget you can subscribe. You can do that. Okay. So just love yourself. Give somebody you love a call. Give somebody you love a squeeze. Wake up in the morning first thing and be happy you're alive. It's such a beautiful gift, you know. And you only have birthdays once a year. And these birthdays, don't forget, they last an eternity. They last an eternity. You have left the imprint in life. It's registered. So, having that opportunity to register, and that's write your own life. Do it. Do it till you set it spot. You gotta do it now. Do it. You gotta write your own story. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. Get out of the dark and do it. Okay. Ciao, amore. Ciao, ciao. I love you, stuff, baby.